Welcome back to Interstellar Research Acquisitions on Space Engineers, and I'm with Pixie Rain. I know it's a little bit of a different time, but hey, you gotta go when you gotta go. Looks like everything's the same, so we'll just leave it alone that way. So last episode we got our ship pretty much put together. We do need to get, I do want to get some of this, get the, some of the final parts put on here. Let's see here. What do we got on here? Okay. I kind of want to finish this up a little bit. We've got some steel plates and stuff. Let's see here. Oh, wait. How's our food situation? I think we're still pretty good. There's our, hey. Let's see. What is our... I want to check our food situation. Oh, yeah, we're still pretty good. We've got fruit pastries yet. And we've got green pellets, spaghetti, and flatbreads. Oh yeah, we're good on food. Looks like our oxygen supplies are good. Looks like we're good on all of our essentials. I don't know what the... if I remember correctly, we filled up. Go see, look, we've got one... yeah, we filled that up pretty good. We held out a reserve. We do need to find ice, though. Oof. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, I don't know that I want to take the ship. And the reason being is because we have such limited fuel. But if we take the ship, you know, then we've got the advantage of, let's get some steel plate. So this episode, I want to try to get this thing broke down, get the ship finished up, get it loaded. We already have a pretty good idea where we're going to set things up. So, and I think it might be a good idea to explore some of these asteroids nearby, see if any of them have ice, and see what other kinds of resources we can get from them. I don't think we want to tackle that space pirate beacon, though. I don't know what it is, so... So I don't know exactly... Oh, we got gravity working for us, so we might as well just step down and grind it up. Alright, that's cool. Okay, we're going to keep that in place. Yeah, so we'll get that done. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and clear these out of here. Now we want to watch out that we don't drop those, because we need those there. We do not, however, need this like this. Nor do we need this down on this side here. Well, we kind of do. Support our platform here. Alright, so let's go ahead and see about getting a few more things done on here. Now we do have to deal with progression, which kind of sucks because all our automation is still under progression, and until we build a battery... Well, wait a minute. We did build a battery. It's inside of here, so why do I still have to do... Wait a minute. I don't understand. Progression is such a pain. Alright, let's see what's got to go for that. Oh, I bet we need a full... Well, no. Oh, well, all we need is a light. Dude, like, really? Oh, okay. Well, if all we need is a light, let's give them light. Let's see, we'll go with, It might be nice to have a light on here anyway. Yeah, we're going to do that one there. And we'll go with that one there. Or, well, I kind of want those two to be equidistant, so we'll just do the one light. Let's see here. Do we got access to a few large tubes? Let's see. Where are you? That's so nice having it connected like that. Oh, there we go. I mean, we got lots of components, so it shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so that should allow us to have access to automation, and it does. Because at some point we might want to have this, and so there we go. So we'll put 2 timer blocks. I always like to have them on hand just in case. I want to set up timer blocks are really nice because you can make a lot of automated functions happen all at once. And it might be a good idea to have it if we're ever going to set this thing on autopilot, or if we want it to do something like automatically shut down something. Like I was thinking what we might do is set up a timer block and an event block so that it would automatically turn the when we land, it automatically would turn off all the hydrogen thrusters and then set the battery over to recharge automatically. That's what I'm thinking. Well, for now, I think we're going to do the minimal that allows for functionality. Maybe. Oh, what's the... Oh, that's got the display. Okay. So let's go ahead and get that event controller on here. And if you're going to put them on there, it's best to do them now while you're working on it before you go and you start locking things down with steel plate and all the other greeble you want to put on it. Okay. Displays. There you are. And might as well finish you off too. Here's the thing, more components you get on stuff, the more secure it is if it gets hit. And we do have those guys over there, which could cause problems for us eventually, which we want to be prepared for. So yeah, that's the thing. Alright, so I'm going to work on some greeble here. I want to be able to get some really cool stuff on here because I think we've got all of our essentials in place. Did we put... Yeah, we did put... we have... Yeah, pretty much everything we need. I'm checking real quick. Yeah, we've got our remote control. We got our antenna. Where's the antenna at? Uh-oh. Did we not put an antenna on here? Because we can't remote control squat if we don't have an antenna. Okay, so we still need an antenna. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we need an antenna. And do we have any AI blocks? We don't, but we can add those later if we want to give it an AI capability, but we do need that antenna. So I think a good place for the antenna would be right here. And we'll just slap it right there like that. And we need radio components, which I'm pretty sure I saw. Let's see, where are you? I know I saw them in here somewhere. There they are. Oh. Well, that's weird. Huh. Are those... I don't know why those aren't... Are they connected? Are they not connected? What's going on? Huh. I don't know why, but they weren't going through. Huh. Oh, they weren't... Well, no, that should have gone through, actually. Huh, I don't understand. Oh, well. Something's got to be out of whack or turned off or something. As long as we have what we need, we're good. Alright, so that sets us up with that. And, yeah, so we're good that way. A hydrogen engine would be really nice, but we really don't really have a place for it. I don't want to have it sticking out anywhere. I mean, I guess we could put one right here and one right here if we need to. So, all right. So at this point, oh yeah, I definitely want to put something like this on here somewhere. That way we have a capability, and we'll put it right there. And then let's go ahead and go through and start putting doors on things. I think those doors are so cool. So let's go ahead and put access panel doors where... Okay, one there. Because I want these things to be accessible for us. Alright, cool. I know that you can just go right into the cockpit, get charged up and all that stuff, but if we're working on a base and we are dealing with coming and goings, we don't want to waste time having to go sit down every few minutes, you see? Let's see here. Can we get the grids through here at least? If we have grids, that is. If we don't, then we don't. Okay, that's great. So, do we have enough? Do we have any cobalt at all? No. Okay, so let's see. Can we get cobalt from anything that we have? Well, I'm not going to use that. Well, no, the things that have cobalt. Okay, so cobalt's found in thruster components. It's found in gravity components. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so we don't have any of those, do we? I'm not surprised if we don't. No. Yeah, we have nothing that we can pull cobalt out of, so yeah, that's a problem. Well, we'll keep it the way it is, and then when we get a couple of grids... Oh, wait a minute. Let's check for any more thrusters lurking around that we may have missed. Wait, does this have any grids? No, but we might as well take it. Does this have any grids left? No, but we might as well take that too. Yeah, it just occurred to me, I thought I saw those there, but they don't have what we need. So... Excuse me. No. So let's go ahead and get started with some stuff. So I'm going to try to get this built up here. Now everywhere like that, let's see, I want to get... Of course, what we put on there is also going to be dependent on... Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Alright, what do we got to do to get... Okay, I want the truss block stake on it. Alright, what do we got available here? We can't do... I want to do the truss... I don't want the cylindrical column, I want the truss pillar. How do you get that? I like the truss pillar because it's a metal frame with wires in it. Where are you? Ah, I bet you're in here, aren't you? Nope. Okay. Where the hell are you? Okay. Okay, I must have missed it in here somewhere. I'm looking for the truss pillar, and I'm not seeing it. So it must be in this mess right here somewhere, and I'm just not seeing it. No. That is truly weird. You know what we're gonna do? This is what we're gonna do, guys. We're going to make... We're gonna fix this. We're gonna... Bam. Alright, now, did that give me my truss pillar? It did. Yes! This is how you beat progression, guys. You just gotta build little things here and there. Okay, so now I want to put this in a few places where I can get... Can I fit it in there? No. Damn, I was hoping I could fit it in there and then have access, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to put that there. And we're going to put this here. We'll do... now, we've already got our landing gear down here, so we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the underside of that. I like having this here for all of these cargo containers because I think it gives it more of a reinforced cargo feel, you know? Alright, so let's go ahead and get this in place. Okay. Alright, we already have that one there, but we do... And then can we get this one in between the landing gear? No. But we can do it if we move the landing gear over. I'm okay with that. Let's do that. Alright, there we go. Now allow us to put that thing there that I like so much. It's a shame you can't do a plus on it, you know? But I have something else I want to put on the bottom coming through, too. Alright, let's go ahead and get that in place. And I wonder if this is close enough to magnet lock. Nope, not quite. Alright, now let's go to our pillar. And now we can get that pillar in place right here. Perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that welded up. If we can get into it. Now that does use some steel tubes, so hopefully, you know, I try not to use products that are, you know, components that are hard to come by at early game, just because of that, but it's nice to have if you need it. You can always tear up the greeble and then repair it. We need some components. Gotta keep low out of the fire because something could sneak up and then it starts shooting, and yeah. Friendly fire is not very friendly. It really isn't. I know that from personal experience. It's in the military, and yeah, friendly fire is not friendly, trust me. And then interior plates again, of course. We're just going to take it from here. Nice thing about small grid, it uses a lot less components, which makes it really a good option for an early game build, because you have a lot less components you need than large grid. Okay, that's locked in place that way. That's already welded. Let's get this one in place here. Wow, we are using a lot of that, aren't we? No problem. We'll just go in here and get some more. I'm trying to take from here. I'm trying to take from in here as opposed to taking it from our storage capacity because we are going to break down this ship anyway. We need those components for the base. And when we set up the research station, we'll have to set it up so we have a good platform for it. And as we saw from our wherever we put our rules, oh man, I'm totally taking some coffee. All right, let's eat some coffee, or drink some coffee, I should say, because I'm drinking coffee right now. And why wouldn't we do that in game? All right, so let's go ahead and get this finished off. Now, I kind of like the idea, if I can, of using a few more steel pipes. And let's do a little neon tube action right here if we can. I feel like it would be really cool. Like if we ran it right here, 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 all the way to here. And we do it underneath too. I just feel like it would look really, really cool. Oh, wow. So it literally has to attach only to there, and then it runs. Oh wait, I'm not even lined up correctly. I like using neon tubes to represent power lines. I know it seems kind of crazy because, you know, we've got other things we could use for that, I'm sure. And there's mods that show actual power lines, which I do like to use sometimes. But I like it because it has that fiber optic feel, you know? All right, let's go ahead and see if we can get it built up. All right, so now we've got our little power line running through here. All right, now I like that. That's really cool. Okay, so let's see, what other kinds of things do we want to put in here that we can? I don't really want an exhaust pipe. I don't know. An exhaust cap. I don't really know that we need that. I mean, it can smoke and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. Access panels, we definitely want to consider that, but I want to do that after we get done. Well, actually, you know what? We could recess all of the armor plating for the access panels. So let's go ahead and set them up, and then we'll recess the access panels. Like, oh, I like that. That's a good spot for an access panel. Kind of cover over these little areas that are going to be exposed. Those will all be covered by steel plating. Let's go ahead and set this access panel there as well. That's going to be covered by plating too, potentially. Well, actually, you know what? We're going to actually, nope. We're going to do something. We're going to leave this open for a potential, let's leave it open for a potential location to put a engine. So we'll leave that clear. Let's see, a long one. What would be a good location? Let's go on top. We don't have anything on top yet. Yeah, I don't really see anywhere else to put these that I don't want to cover with armor. So we're going to go ahead and move forward. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. We've got these things here. Now, these are really cool to add into... When you're doing a cabin, they're nice, but they're also nice when you're doing some greeble work on the outside because it can be like a diagnostic access point, you know? Yeah, I'll put one there. Do another diagnostic access point on this side as well. I'm also going to leave. I know you guys are thinking, Why is she leaving that bottom part open? There's an empty space. Well, you know, I don't need a button console, but we'll do a regular console. And the reason why I'm leaving that open right now is because, honestly, I feel like we're going to have something that needs to go there. I just don't know what it is yet. Alright, let's get this one in place. Alright, so we've got that in place. Let's get our little hatches in place. And then from here on out, it'll be just a matter of plates. Steel plate everywhere. Steel plate. Maybe some... Oh, we should do some columns in some places too. Alright, we get that out of the way. And we get that out of the way. Alright, cool. Alright, now let's see here. We're going to go ahead and start with plates. Oh, I wonder if I can put a... If you put a grill over that, can you still access it? You can't really access it all. But I'm still going to... Oh, wait a minute. We need heat radiators. I love these things. I think they're realistic, and I think it definitely would be something we would want to have on here to vent out some of the heat generated by all that thrust. So I think these heat devices, these heat exchangers, or whatever you want to call them, I think are really important to have on a ship. In real life, in space, you have to have a radiator because there's no air to pull the heat away. So you naturally need to have radiators in place to keep the residual heat, or it gets really, really hot in your spaceship. I learned that when I was learning about space and stuff like that. Alright, that looks good. Let's go ahead and get those welded up also. We're going to need some motors for them. Hopefully we got some motors in here. If not, we're going to steal them from that... Actually, we do. But wait a minute. Do I want to do that, or do I want to just steal them from this gyro that I'm going to have to tear down anyway? That's right, it's got metal grids. Outstanding. We need those grids, remember? So we can set this up. Perfect. Alright. I like doing all this extra stuff in the different color. I think it accents it very well. Uh-oh. Do we have more motors in this thing or no? No, we do not. Alright, cool. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started on doing... I'm going to get started on doing all of the plate work. Let's go ahead and get it started. Okay, we're doing light armor because, honestly, we don't really need heavy armor. We're not a frontline vehicle, so we're not worried about that too much. But we do want protection. Doing a good job, turret. Keep us safe. Don't shoot me, though. I'm busy trying to get this thing set up for you. Alright, so this front end, I think what we need to do here is angle it. Alright. Okay.
Energy low.
Okay. Sorry, had to turn the heat down. It was getting kind of warm where I'm at. I was like, Yeah, this is way too warm for me. All right, let's go ahead and okay. You know what? I don't know. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with I want the full block on here because I want the maximum amount of protection for the turret and the hydrogen. So yeah, we're just gonna do that all the way across it here. And then on this side here, we'll do a slightly different angle on that. But I think that's going to go really well. And then we'll just carry it down here. Actually, no. Let's do the same thing as we did on the other side. Let's keep that this kind of thing going here. Yeah, I like that. Just angle it down like that. And we'll do the same thing in reverse here. Okay. I think I want to angle this also. And do an angle like that, yeah. Or actually, you know what? The way I see it, I think, yeah, I think that's going to probably be the best way to go. And then we'll do all the way down here.
Critical.
I mean, we don't have to be streamlined. I mean, we are in space, and space, you can be as chunky as you want in space. I don't really like the idea of my vehicles looking like a box, but sometimes you don't have a choice. You just have to go with how it goes. The other thing is we want to also make sure that this thing doesn't get too heavily loaded because we'll use up more hydrogen fighting the black hole.
No energy.
Uh-oh. Let's go over to our recharger and get energy. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why I like having one of these handy. Zap, and we're good. And we're going to eat a flatbread too, so we stay nice and good. Alright, so let's go ahead and get all this stuff welded up, and then we'll decide what we're going to do on the side. I'm thinking on the sides, we're not going to worry too much about covering everything. Oh, I don't need bulletproof glass to do this part. Alright, and then what we're going to do here, just to give it more of a finished look. We do need to get this cockpit nose sorted out too. Okay, I keep rotating it wrong. Alright, let's get this thing in place. And then for this down here, I want to do an I-beam. And you know what I think I might want to do? I might make that white. No, I like it the way it is. And then that'll do just fine for that. All right. Now under the underside here, I do want to get some armor plating in place. However, I'm going to go here. And then we're going to go to this size, like so. There we go. And obviously we can't do anything there. Alright, cool. Because remember, we're going to reduce that the height of that connector to match up with the wheels. So that's a thing. Alright, let's see here. Okay, on this side here, what I want to do, I'm going to use I-beams again because I want to be able to have it protected, but I want to be able to ensure... Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go out and then down. Let's do these ones. Where is it? Ah, yes, this one right here. We're going to rotate that in place. We're going to lock that down there. There. Because then it'll seem like those are cargo containers that are attached. And I like that. I like that, that aesthetic. For this one here, however, we'll do center cargo attachment because we have this right in the way there. So we'll do that. I think it'll look really cool. And then we're gonna go with, let's see. And we'll do a half block on these here. So let's go ahead and get the other side done too. Makes it a little easier when stuff's out of the way. Alright, let's get this one up here. Like so, like so. The bottom I'm not as worried about, so what we'll do is we'll steel plate it for the most part. Not only that, but we also want it to be protected, you know? Alright, and then this goes there. 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 Oops, nope. We'll get that when we come back around again. Nope, that's going to be different. There. 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 And there. And then we're going to do... we're going to do these. I mean, by nature, this is a cargo ship, so it really can be all blocky it wants to be. But I like these because this gives the image of support in the construction, and I think that's kind of really important. Let's go ahead and get the skinny long ones. There we go. Because that will allow that to convert in, that to convert in. See how I got it so it angles in? I like that. I think that's going to look really good. Alright, let's go and get it welded up. Let's zip over and we still have some exposure here, so let's use this to get those motors so we can get those heat sinks taken care of.
Energy low.
let's go ahead and get the this part here that protects the fuel tank, which is probably one of the more vulnerable parts. Actually, you know what we're going to do here? We're going to do an angle piece on this. There we go.
Energy critical.
Yep, I know the energy situation is critical, Suit Lady. I'm also ignoring it because we'll just charge it up when it gets to the bottom. Okay, we'll set this here. Get these in place. All right. And then what we're going to do here, I think it's time we charge up. We're down to 2. All right. All right, so this is what we're going to go with. This one here. Actually, yeah, we can't do there. But here's what we can do. Oops. We can grind away what we intended to keep. Because, you know, that's how we roll. So let's do this. Let's protect the thruster. Let's see here. And then we run over here. Now we cannot put that close. So we're gonna put this right here. Run this down there, go there, go there, go there. Alright, now we're gonna go underneath. Okay, so we still have this open here. We don't need it open though. We can't access anything, so that's just gonna have to be exposed to the universe. And then we're gonna run that right across there maybe? Nah. No, I think we're gonna have to go like this because it's just too open. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and we can go across like that. It's like I'm trying to fit it in the spot here. But it's a tight fit underneath this thing doing this underground work here. Alright, now let's see. Let's go over here. Alright, let's go ahead and do an angle up brick to get to this right here. Okay. Alright, and we'll do the same thing on this side here. Okay, just like that. Alright, let's go. We're doing this upside down work here, and it's it's kind of crazy. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little crazy. Alright, now we get this over here. Uh-oh. Gotta, as an engineer, you put yourself in a lot of really crazy, weird spots. And one of those weird spots is trying to connect the dots, so to speak. Alright. Okay. And then we go like that, like this, like that. And then we got it, the angle, these, let's see. And we do these here, here, and here. Hopefully this does not weigh out too heavy. But I'm pretty sure we got all our grid in place. We really need to find hydrogen, man. We gotta find the hydrogen. Oh, we're really gonna not have a good day. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take this off of here. And we're gonna put one of these in its place. Yeah, I like that. That works a lot better. And then down here. Perfect. Okay, we're looking good. We're getting this done. Oops. Nope, 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 nope. I want to go the other way like that. No. No. We're not doing it that way. We're doing it that way. Alright, let's get some welding done here. Alright, so one of the things we're going to do now is we're going to get rid of this because it's in our way. And honestly, we don't really need it. Well, we can certainly use the components from you. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some welding done here. This is where having a really good torch is nice.
Energy low.
Oh, I see we missed a whole row right here. Huh. Okay. Okay, we also need to do our skirt on
Energy
this.
critical.
Yes, I bet it is, suit lady. Okay, let's get that done, and that done.
No energy.
And we'll hop in here. Okay, well, we're coming along pretty good. I like how this is working out. You know what I'm thinking, guys? I'm thinking that if we can, we should put a we should set up a magnet plate on the bottom in the center if we can, and then that way we can also pick things up that are large, like batteries. And I'm thinking merge block, if we can get a merge block to come out of progression, merge block the battery from the ship into the station. But we're going to need some sort of power source in the meantime, or a battery. I'm thinking set up a solar panel temporarily. So we're going to finish getting this weld up. And I think we need to take a break from the construction welds here pretty soon and go on a hunt for some ice. Now, when we're going to go hunt for it, I want to use minimal tools in case I get killed. And I don't want to... And I have to respawn. I don't want to lose any of our valuable tools doing it. Unless I've got, like, extra for the higher-end drills and grinders. I'd like to go in the ship, though, if we can. I guess if we went in the ship, it would work okay, because... if we did the ship, then... yeah, if we did the ship, we'd have a recharge location, we'd have firepower to back us up if we run into trouble. I guess that would be smart. Not to mention the cargo capacity for any eventuality of materials. Look at you get all turned and set. Alright, we're going to go ahead and set this up like so. That way that's covered. It just looks more complete when it's paneled up like that. We do need to come up with a name for our ship, though. That's definitely something we need to think about. It would need to be something that we would want to have. Let's go ahead and set that up. Okay, so let's get these right here. Oh, what's that? Okay, well, I think we're looking pretty good. Yeah, she's looking really good. You know, a few more things to weld up on her to finish her off, but... Okay, this looks nice. This looks really good. I think she turned out really nice, guys. Now the real trick. Figuring out, A, what to call her, and B, we need to do a reconnaissance. Okay, so we've got a few unknown signals. Really, I want to see where the ice is. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to offload materials. Uh-oh, I did not intend for that to be open. So we need to close that off. Because honestly, it looks kind of tacky with that yellow showing up like that. And we did all the trouble of putting actual stuff in the way for that, so. Not to mention the fact that if we're going to go head on with somebody, we want protection. Again, not planning on an attack, but you never know. Alright, let's go ahead and open up our case here, and let's offload all these materials. We'll need these for the base building. So we might as well offload it. Let's see here. We got basics. We got one grinder that's pretty good. We got food, and we got a weapon, and we got an oxygen tank. Okay, let's eat some food. So yeah, I think we're good for a little bit of a journey out. So let's see, we've discovered silicone in these rocks, which make them pretty useless for us at the moment, but they'll be nice with other things. I was hesitant to go there because of that. What's that rock out there? Oh, we need to get out of the sunshine. Getting roasted by the sun, guys, so we've got to kind of chill. Get some of the sunshine out of the way. Once the sun goes down a little bit, or we get enough of a decrease, then we're going to go ahead and roll out. Alright. Maybe we should just take the ship anyway. Yeah. You know what? We're taking the ship. Okay. Thrusters are on. How are we looking? We good all the way around? We are. Maiden voyage. Let's make this happen. Alright, so let's do it. Ready, steady. Alright, let's head over. Let's do a burn over to this. Wait, do we have a... Oh, hold on a second. Well, we can find it by the silicone markers. Alright, let's head out to this rock way out here and see what we got. That's the thing. That's the big problem. If we let go of our gyro dampeners, we are going to have a problem. Because of the altitude situation. Alright, we're going to check this rock out. Then we'll come back around and we'll check the other rock down below. What we're looking for is basic stuff that we need to build, you know. MTC. We could check out that distress signal, I suppose. Alright, we're doing a reverse burn here. So we're gonna come up on that rock. Looks like gravity's we're still within the pull of the Charybdis black hole. if you want to see that thing, it's right there. I'm keeping this level so that we can be able to utilize those bottom thrusters. Because we do the top thrust, we flip it upside down like that too much, and we'll drop towards it every time. Alright, so here's the deal. We're going to go ahead and we're going to run up on this. But we're going to go up. There's an unknown distress signal to the port side over there. I wonder what that's all about. Okay, so the goal here, because, you know, we've got a gravity well below us, I'm thinking we should just set on top of asteroids instead of wasting fuel circling them. So what I'm thinking is we come over here. Alright, we're gonna check out this asteroid, see what's on it. And that's gonna be our landing spot right there. And we're also we're only 9 clicks out from that other, so we could probably get over there in our suit. But if it turns out to be hostile, we might have a few other problems. You know, it's funny, these things look so small until you're like right up on them. Then you realize just how flippin' huge these rocks are. I mean, some of these things are big. Alright, we're coming in for a landing. Okay, so I need to, that's right, the landing gear, I need to set those for, okay, we're going to put those in a group, we're going to call them gear. And that is going to be, and we are going to not auto-lock them. Actually, no, we're not going to auto-lock, we're not going to use them for parking. We're going to manually lock them. So let's go to gear, because I don't always want them to lock up. We have the conveyor for that. So let's see here. We'll do switch lock. Okay, power off. We're good to go. Jump out. And look, we are right here on the grid. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We still haven't moved that. No wonder it wasn't lining up right, but that's okay. All right, let's get to work. Let's start seeing what's around here. We're looking for any kind of ore or ice. Ideally, we want ice, iron, and nickel. Those are the two ores and the fuel source we need. Please, is there ice anywhere on here at all? Lately, Clang in my games has been putting the stuff on the inside, which is really annoying. If necessary, we can always build a bore ship and then just go right through. Burrow all the way through, clean through, and then just start shaving it off. But I don't even see anything inside. Oh, man. Dude, wait. Oh, wait, is that it? No. How in the... Wait, there's a hole. Does this hole go through? Oh, we got gold. Ah, nuts. Okay. Well, we might need gold at some point, so we might as well put this in here. I like to use periodic table stuff, so... Sadly. But we'll keep looking. You never know. There could be something else in here. But it's probably just gold. I'm not ready to call it quits on this rock yet. Wait, what's that? Well, that's that unknown. Damn. That'd be a good base to make in here, though. You'd have this as your entryway, and then you could build that entire use the rock to protect you from stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, that sucks. Okay, so that's a thing. We've got gold here, apparently. All right, let's get in here, and I want to. Okay, so bummer. That's a real bummer. Alright, well, that's okay. Let's go ahead and turn on our thrusters. Let's unlock our... Unlock? I'm confused. Why are you not unlocking? Why are you still locked? Alright, now what we're going to do now is we're going to let it hover for a second. We're going to hop out and we're going to fix our little problem here. Alright, now we'll put this back on here. That way it's where we want it. And then we shouldn't have a problem when we land the next time. And we'll drop these components off in here so we have... Alright. Okay, so that did not work. Alright. And we're 15 clicks away from our base of operations, and I don't see that stupid pirate anywhere either. But we do have an unknown distress signal out here. I wonder if we shouldn't go out and investigate that. I mean, we could get some salvage off of it, but I can't guarantee for sure that it isn't going to try to shoot us or something. It's not worth it. Let's continue our reconnaissance. Let's check... actually, we got a rock up here. A few rocks. So let's head back to base. And then we'll figure out from there. So I want to stay relatively close by because it takes 25% of our fuel to travel out. Honestly, I think what we need to do is get back to base, drop this out, and go with just our suits to these nearby rocks and then zip back. Because this thing is going to draw a lot of fuel and we're going to need it when we do the heavy hauling. Plus, it'll provide a fire support envelope for the base also, which is really kind of useful too. Alright, let's see where we at. Well, we came pretty close to straight off of here, so... Yeah, see, we're going to burn 25% more. Yeah, it's a lot of fuel burning when you're in a gravity well, unfortunately. And if we run out of fuel, we'll have to abandon ship. And that is going to be sad because it'll be a lot of resources lost and a lot of capability gone. If we don't want that. Because there's no way in creation that if you have no fuel, you're going to survive unless you get lucky enough in the last dregs of fuel to land on a rock somewhere and lock yourself to it. And then try to head to the next rock that's got fuel. This is why I really want to get that base up. I think we should probably think about getting some base materials, getting a base set up, get a platform set up for a landing pad, and get all that stuff up. And I think that's what we're going to start doing, guys, once we get back. We did our little foray out, and I see the splash of our wreck right down there too, so. Alright, we're coming in good. I see it down there. We'll check out these distress signals too while we're at it. Locking target so that we have a good one on there. Alright, let's go ahead and bring her down some. Now, rather than hooking it up for a refuel, we're going to drop it down next to the wreck. My reasoning behind doing that is simple. If we drop it down next to the wreck, rather than on the actual location, then it sets us up so that we can just walk materials over and fill it up when it's time. You see? Our fuel won't change if we turn off our thrusters and just sit on the side there. Wow. Or not. I forget how far down on the ground this thing is. Alright, never mind. I was going to do that, but you know what? Yeah, we're not doing it that way. We're not doing that because it just occurred to me that if we do that, it's going to be so far. I forget it's stuck floating in the air. Alright, well, we're at it. Yeah, so we're good. Okay, so we're back. And
storm inbound.
yeah, well, that's what the guns are for. Okay, so we know that's gold. I think a trip out to an unknown salvage location might be good. Yeah, let's start breaking some more down while we wait for that unknown signal to pop up, and that's what we're going to go after next. We'll do that by suit. Hopefully it doesn't, we don't die. That would really suck. Meanwhile, we'll break down most of this stuff and load it into the ship. Alright, we got it. It's on the other side of there. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and drop these materials off in here. It's going to burn a lot of fuel. Probably use the last of our fuel to move all this stuff once we move the full bulk of it, but if we can find... Okay, so we're going to go there, and we're going to head out that way. Hopefully we don't die. We're going to head to that sparkle right out there. That's, I believe that is our target right there. Just out of curiosity. Yep. Gotta maintain speed, unfortunately, because of the stupid thing, but we'll see. I don't know if we can go that far, so we're gonna see how far we can go before we have to turn around and go back. Okay, there's the distress signal right there. We'll head in that direction. I was aiming for those rocks because I thought it was the sparkle up there, but it isn't. It's below. Okay, what kind of situation do we got here? Okay, it looks like definitely some sort of wreck. We'll see if it starts shooting at us or not. If it starts shooting, we're running. Alright, looks like cargo containers of some kind. Alright, we're gonna aim for the one that's blinking. Alright, we've got cargo containers. I don't see any weapon systems. So let's go ahead and get entry in here and see what we can dig up. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to set this, and then we're going to kill this. And the reason why is because I'm hoping that if I do that and then I go like this, no, I need steel plates, okay? I have a theory, guys. And my theory is that if I do this and hack it, it should turn on. Ah, man. I was hoping it would turn on, but I guess not. Okay. Let's get entry into this thing. We're going to go in. There's a door right here, so we'll go in through the door. Oh, I know the layout of these. These are those car... Frickin' hell. I forgot about that guy already. Yeah, see, look. It's the power's out there. Okay, so we need access. Oh, there was a hole right here. Go figure. We're gonna claim this. Well, actually, should we claim it? Or should we not claim these salvages and let them despawn if we don't? I think let's not. We can't claim anything. Let's not claim anything. Let's make everything straight up. All right. Yeah, let's make it a challenge. Okay, so okay, we're definitely taking those. We'll leave the prototech stuff. What do we got here? Oh, I don't know where those are, but I want them. I need those tools. Oh my gosh, yeah. So, okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so tempted just to say let's claim this one. Tools, tools, tools. There's the tools. Yes! That's going to make life so much faster for us. Okay, well, let's go this way. See how much quicker that is? Now, if we claim it, it's going to be too easy. Just be ready-made stuff, you know? So let's get the log. We'll take the gold. There might be food in the kitchen, so let's check it out. Okay, there's coffee in the bookcase. Clang crunchies, we'll take it. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, you stole my coffee! Ah, yeah! Damn Charybdis stole my damn coffee. I couldn't get it fast enough. I forgot. Is there more coffee in here? I can't tell. That's either cola or coffee. Alright, we're going to try this again, guys. Good. Now you can't get it. Alright. Oh, it's cola. Ooh. I don't want any of that. That's toxic. Alright, cool. Let's see what else we got in here. Anything... there's money in there. See, that's the trick. We just gotta... I haven't found any kind of... anything that has... okay, so that's everything in here. Okay. So, let's take... wow, okay. Okay, let's see, what else we got? There are 1, 2, and 3. Alright, let's go over here and check these out. Okay, there's a cargo container. Magnesium. Okay. Is there cargo? Is this a cargo pod in here? Okay. Why do I feel like this is going to fall? Which direction? Alright, so that's going to fall down here. This is called me being smart. I will not. I don't want whatever's in here to fall and go away. Oh, damn! You kidding me? Ah! Oh, shoot! Ah, something got me! Oh! Sneaky little bugger! What the hell? I saw the barrel, guys! I saw the barrel! Is my body moving? It is moving. Oh, crap. No. No. All those tools, everything. No. No. I can't let Charybdis get it, guys. I can't. Like, no. Charybdis does not get my stuff. I knew it. I knew they'd be sneaky as all hell. I knew it. I wonder if you can match speed with your body. All I really care about is getting those tools, because that's going to make building the base and stuff so much easier. Oh man, that was so stupid. Unbelievable. I knew there had to be a booby trap. I just had this feeling, guys. Alright, so here's the stuff falling. This is incredibly dangerous. Oh, come on. Oh gosh, I'm like so scared because this is like crazy. Oh. Oh man. Everything is going there. Oh, I should have left while the leaving was good. Oh, come on. Got a ways to go before the gravity increases to the point where we're having a major problem. Oh, shoot. I give up. I can't get it. Alright, let's head back. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna head back and then we're going after them. We're taking them on, guys. I don't know what that was, if it was a whatever the hell it was. I don't know if it was a drone or just a weapon that was hidden inside there, but we're taking it out and then we're gonna scrap those things completely. Hopefully there's more tools. If there isn't, at least we'll get a lot of materials. Go back and forth and we'll just fill up what we can. But let's get back here first and then we'll find our angle off of from the base, because I know it's up here somewhere. I just lost my track of where it is, and so get back to the base, we'll be able to angle it. I don't want the MTCC thing. We'll go after that later. Right now we're going after this. I want to collect as much materials as we can and then go from there. I'm not going to take the ship because of the fuel concerns. I don't want to, you know... Okay. So while we're here, we'll get recharged on all our stuff. And then we'll go from here. Alright. So, it's this way. Dang. So we're going to come in from behind on that. And then we're going to see if we can do an aft attack. I didn't see any other types. You know what I should have done? I should have staged things in the containers, but I didn't want it to go. And here's the problem too. You can't do, in this, you can't do what you do in some places where you know it's going to despawn. So you grind down so it's components. You know the components are left after the despawn. You can't do that here because as you see, everything gets sucked into Charybdis. Charybdis just like hungry and eats everything. So, but we're gonna come at that a different way, because obviously there's some sort of weapon system inside of it or a drone tucked away. So my thought is, if we come at it from the side or from another angle, maybe it won't be an issue. Worst case scenario, we respawn again and we'll just strip the ones we can get to without getting shot. Alright, so it's in this one here. Ah, it is a drone. There it is, see? Thrusters are holding it in place. It can't move. Probably couldn't come out because of the... probably couldn't make its way out because of the gravity situation. So we could probably take it out if it doesn't have a weapon system lined up. But it looks like... I don't know what that is, but yeah. Oh, it's a railgun. Oh, that's fun. Let's go ahead and take that out. Because that's got good materials in it we could utilize in a lot of ways. And then... we're going to kill that battery. We're going to kill the other battery, which should get rid of its capability to fly, and then it'll just fall wherever it goes. Alright, now it has no power. So now we're just going to go ahead and dismantle this thing. Yeah, we might as well take these. We can break those down, use them for something else. Now what I'm curious is, does it have... it doesn't have an alternative power source. See, Charybdis is trying to pull it out of there. Ooh, rocket turret. Yeah, let's get that. Now, hopefully this is not going to go sliding off into Timbuktu. Alright, that's good. Let's go ahead and clear that. What's in the back here? Alright, so this is good. This is good, because we got some more firepower that we didn't expect to have. Alright, let's see here. I'm curious to know if this nasty little booby trap has any reactor components. That's what I want to know. Wow, this thing is like built like a brick. Well, if it had reactor components, then it would be on. So I'm going to guess no. Alright, let's leave that alone. And let's go check out the... Oh yeah, this was this. Okay. And then we had this one here, which has got the solar panel. And wasn't there another one here somewhere? I thought for sure there was a fourth. Oh, wait, this is the fourth one, isn't it? Yeah, this isn't the same one. Okay, let's go in here. Hopefully this one's got a little less of... doesn't have any surprises in it for us, but we'll take what they have, and if they got tools, I'll be very happy. If they don't, then I understand. What do they got in here? Anything? Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, anything in here? I won't know until I actually take it open. What's in here? Oh, yeah. Of course, yep. I figured Charybdis is that way. Which means anything in this is going to fall this way. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll check this other... Oh, there could be ice inside of this thing too. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's true. Alright, we're going to grind this out too and see if there's ice available. There is. Okay, cool. That's... Ice is super valuable. So we'll dump that. We've got plenty of those and that. Now let's see how much ice is in here. Okay, 4.9. Okay, let's dump some more stuff. I mean that right there is golden.
Energy low.
I don't really care about thrusters. We can't use them anyway, so it doesn't matter. And we've got plenty of those. So let's go ahead and see if we can get... Man, I need all that ice, honestly. I need all of it. So let's drop that. We got plenty of silicone. We can make those. That's not a problem. Everything that we can make with silicone we don't need. So let's drop the glass. Let's drop that. Oh man, you know what we gotta do? I want to see, you know what we have to do? We need to get some sort of chair built in here so that we can be okay and not die miserably again. I saw the solar panel, so I figured there had to be some sort of power here. So thankfully we do have power. Whew, that was a save, guys. Alright, let's get the rest of this. We're going to continue to drop this off in here. Oh, dude, this is not cool. Ice is more important than that, though. Because I haven't found any ice anywhere. So that's why it's so critical. Alright, we're gonna go ahead. Yep, I know. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is we're going to drop that in there. Okay, so we got some time. So we'll drop some of these in here. The temporary one is the one that we want to... Okay, we're going to try to transfer all this stuff over to here. I was hoping there was ice, which is why I cut that up. But without there being ice, it's kind of useless. Alright, we're pretty full. Let's drop off these, this, and this. And let's press forward. Alright, dude. Yeah, those are normal. I wanted the ones you had in your other facility. Like those. Thank you, Clang. All right. More food available. Okay. Okay, so those died. Alright, so we've taken everything out of here. There's no H2O2 gens or anything like that in here. Alright, so since I couldn't get the beacon up, we're going to go ahead and set a marker here, and then we're out of here. We need to get back to base like now. We're running low on air, and we don't have any air tanks. So let's get this stuff back to base. We set a beacon there. We're going to go ahead and change it to salvage. Salvage and locations of ores are really the only thing we can do GPS markers for. I prefer to do a beacon if I can, but any other location we have to do a beacon for. So cleverly, if one had, you know, a location right here of some ore next door, and you knew where it was at, you'd be okay. So let's go ahead and head back. And I think, yeah, I think for this series, we're not going to be doing salvage and ore is the only two locations that we set a GPS for. And then I also think that in addition to not doing rock, I think it's, and having progression, I think it's important not to be claiming any NPC grids. Our builds are going to be straight up, and it's just salvage location, and when it's gone, it's gone. But we're almost out of oxygen, but man, this is cool. So this is what I want to do. I don't want it to go into the tanks right now. I want to save this separately out of the H2O2 gens. So what we need to do is, first of all, I need to recharge. Good. Now we need to get, I want to get some, well, we're going to offload all this good stuff. I mean, we got missiles, we got railgun rounds, all of which can be broken down in a primary assembler, and then they can be made into more munitions for our weapons. Missile launcher is really a golden thing anyway, so we're going to go ahead and dump that. We'll drop pretty much everything but the ice in there, and we're going to drop that, that, and that, and we're also going to drop 2 of those, 1 of those, and 2 of those. Alright, cool. And we'll drop those in there too. And I think what I want to do is we'll grab the food paste. That'll be our food for the day. And we'll go from there. Now, I want to get some of these to put, I want to put, let's see, we need a cargo box. And we're going to put it right here on here. And we'll put another one on there. And I'm angling them sideways because, well, because this is gonna go weird, so, but, yeah. Alright, so, good. Alright, cool. That's for things that I do not want to get processed in. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good, yay! Alright, do we have any other air tanks? I don't think we do. I really don't think we do. We may have to use some materials and build one because we don't have any, I don't think. Oh, we do have another oxygen tank, so we'll grab that. We're good on hydrogen so far. Okay, so we have a salvage location 14 clicks away over there. Well, that was pretty brutal, I have to say. It was very brutal. We do have that ice, so there is a good chance that we could take on fuel. It would take us fuel to get there, probably another 25% to come back, and that's assuming we landed and locked onto the salvage, which is what we do. that would burn through quite a bit, and we still have, and that ice we have on hand is just an emergency ice. So I think we're going to have to do another straight up fly out for us and do a person, straight up, just like back and forth using our jetpack. We don't really have a choice, honestly. We just don't have the hydrogen otherwise. And we need the hydrogen for more than just fuel, you know. The ice, the ice is for everything. It's like my backup. In case we're out of O2 or out of H2, we've got the ice available until we find a source. That's all we got, guys. So we got to be super careful here. So that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, it looks like the internet connection is going to go wonky. So thank you so much for joining me. And next time we'll continue the salvage operations. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.